Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the WePlay Dota 2 League, game number 3 of Navi versus Evil Geniuses. But there's a twist this time, gods. Demon is playing for Navi, and on the back of a easy lifestealer game for him, and great performance from the supports on Navi, particularly Puppy and Kuroki. They took game 2, and it's now all tied up heading into game 3.
Yeah, Navi managed to even things up, and this is a best of 5 to see who advances to the final playoff stage. Top 4 prize money, part of the $25,000 WePlay Dota 2 prize money guaranteed. Loser knocked out, not with a single penny, so a lot at stake here in this one best of 5, which has essentially now become a best of 3. EG going to get their hands on the Troll Warlord this time. We've seen this hero win the first 2 games. Both times it was the Troll plus Lifestealer, though. Lifestealer getting banned out in the first stage of this draft.
Yeah, and the Lifestealer is pretty much, to me, like the hero that you want to remove more. He's the one that you have to draft an entire lineup just to deal with. Sure, you can get your Razor, your Bane, your Batrider, and Bounty Hunter and look to lock him down, but a Troll, a little bit easier to deal with in a lot of ways. And, well, the draft is well underway. The teams have picked very quickly. It's pretty late for Navi, so I imagine they may be just trying to get on with the games. And they've gone for some squishy supports here. Crystal Maiden as well as Lion, but a lot of lockdown and a lot of killing power from this squad.
At the same time, these two heroes could be food for Clockwork. You find that Lion with a hook shot, and you can bring him down very easily. The Battery Assault can guarantee that. Even if he gets that, he can get the Hex off on you because it's instant, but you will just be in a world of pain against a Clockwork.
Yeah, if he hooks you, you get stunned. He cogs you, he Battery Assaults, and you're dead before you even get to blink, let alone react. Same for the Crystal Maiden. In fact, both of these heroes also food for Troll in a lot of ways, if he's got backup. Like, sure, you can Hex him, but can you deal with the Rubik, lift you afterwards, throwing you back on the Troll, the Axes come out. So, for Navi, a lineup that needs a lot of precision and positioning and movement. If they get it, they'll be in good shape, but if they get sloppy, this is not the kind of draft they had last game, where they have tanky supports like Bane, Enchantress, and tanky solos and farmers as well that can be aggressive and get away with it.
They'll also really want to shut down this Clockwork. It's an off-lane Clockwork. Navi almost guaranteed to be going for a safe lane trial, and they want to keep that Clockwork level 1 for as long as possible. So then their supports, as long as Clockwork's not level 6, they are somewhat playing fairly safely and can be aggressive, can take those team fights. So I think for Navi, that does kind of work in their favor. For EG, they can't really go offensive trialing and put Clockwork either mid or safe lane. Rubik Naga Siren, not bad, but against a CM Lion +1, it's very hard and risky to do so. But
all right, I like this. Another Mirana pick. Another just good long-range initiation hero. If you hit an arrow or if you hit a hook, like again, either one is like an automatic kill on these supports.
Yep. As for Navi, they need a carry of some kind, and I guess
what do you think? Because Gyro's been banned. They banned the Alchemist. What do they have in mind here?
It's not the worst game to go for the Anti-Mage or something. I mean, looking at how things are, I don't. They go Spectre though.
Spectre.
Okay.
A hero that fights a bit better early on, and can also just fight more often and all over the place, which I think is ideal. You have Bounty Hunter, you have Batrider. This is the hero that brings more to the table, and it's going to be a Demon Spectre.
Yeah,
this is exciting.
There was a game at the MLG Full Sail event where a Spectre had a 14-minute Phase Boots Radiance.
You can just tap out of just leave the game.
It was with a Bounty Hunter draft as well. Like Spectre was using, it wasn't even just AFK farming. He was using his ultimate whenever it came up and was getting kills with this Bounty Hunter. So that's a similar kind of thing that Navi want to do here. They want to get aggressive. Their tri-lane has a CM Lion, which is a pretty potent duo. EG can't. They could try and contest it with an offensive tri-lane, but I'm just not sure how well it'll go for them.
It could be a Troll offensive tri-lane. That's pretty damn strong.
MSS picks up the Clockwork,
I
and
think
it's
they're going
Universe
aggressive
Mirana.
With this Troll. Troll's actually pretty good in tri-lanes.
Okay, so we look towards Jo playing maybe a safe lane solo on the Troll Warlord, and Universe in an offensive tri-lane with the Mirana.
Or the Mirana. Mirana's not bad there either, yeah. So they're going to pull Jo a bit of regen.
Yes.
Could they even look to do dual lanes here? Because we have seen some teams do like the Naga Mirana dual lane.
I think you have to go full offensive tri-lane in my opinion with this, because Navi, with 3 heroes up there, will be able to beat a dual lane. Like Crystal Maiden hits level 2, you have Frostbite and Crystal Nova. Your dual lane has to just get the hell out of there.
Okay, well, let's introduce our teams now. So EG, they took game 1, they did it convincingly, but now in game 2, they lost that. Navi bounced back, took the fight to them, forced this game 3. It is a best of 5, so I say forced. We were going to have one anyway, but they forced it to be on even footing. So this best of 5 now, best of 3. We start with Universe. He's your Mirana, heading to the offlane. Fog going to be playing your Rubik. Fear on the support Naga Siren. Aggressive tri-lane from EG. They have MSS handling the Clockwork mid. Already great build for him, starting with the Magic Stick, expecting a Bat to be mid, and indeed, one will be for Dendy. Last but not least, Jo, your safe lane Troll.
Well, on the dire side, it is Team Navi. Demon, the stand-in, the former EG player, going to be on the Spectre in the trial. We've got Crystal Maiden being played by Puppy, Kuroki on a support line, solo mid Dendy on a Batrider, and then finally in the offlane, Funnick going to be in a Bounty Hunter 1v1 matchup against the Troll Warlord, and with Boots, this is going to be a tough matchup for him.
Yeah, 1v1 matchup against the Troll. Starting with Boots means that he's a bit harder to kill, but he's not going to have any kind of success trading blows. Not that he really would anyway against the Troll. So for Funnick, this is just about getting his levels. And for Jo, he should be free farming and also winning this 1v1 matchup.
Okay, well, it looks like Funnick is going to actually creep skip. He's invis behind this wave. Okay, he's pulling the creep wave, which is actually going to, even in a 1v1 matchup, you still want to do this because he has the disadvantage here against the Troll. Troll forced to last under his tower. Bounty Hunter will be able to just get a creep wave where he won't get harassed or denied. So
yeah,
I like this play.
He'll probably run around in circles here, wait for his wave to arrive. Yeah. Or even just pull it into the Radiant jungle, which is actually what he's going to do. He doesn't miss one last hit, but he'll end up farming a pull as well as some creeps, which could work out even better for him.
Yeah, I definitely like this from Funnick, and we do see Troll Warlord under his own tower. This is not as easy as he would like to get last hits. He gets 3 of the 4, so not really perfect from him. So for the start, Na'Vi going to be okay with the offlane. Middle lane, Batrider up against a Clockwork. That's a tough lane for Clockwork, but really manageable, especially with this starting item Magic Stick.
Yeah, hard to keep up in terms of farm, but also hard for the Batrider to get a kill.
Arrow
There's
to
a net, arrow to fly, but Puppey narrowly able to dodge it, and in fact, they could turn this around on Fog.
Yeah,
Impale's going to come in. They've used the nukes as well. Fog is just melting the Demon's right clicks. Can they get the kill? One more hit. Kuroki's low as well. First blood to Na'Vi. Kuroki, he's got a fresh Impale. They now throw out another nuke from Puppey. Universe in trouble. He doesn't have leap. He skilled arrow. Another dagger. No mana. Went for the Impale. Did off the mark. In fear. One more Riptide. No, he went for net. Doesn't have the Riptide yet.
EG lucky not to give up more kills there. And once that arrow misses, they had to back off so fast, and they did not retreat fast enough. Na'Vi, with those, like, arrow, ensnare, everything on cooldown, and there's no Riptide. If you're fighting them and they don't have Riptide, you just completely destroy them.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of risky to go for the net at level 1, because it means that you just lack damage in fights unless you hit that long-range arrow. Meanwhile, well, Dendi getting a solo kill in MSS very early. Something that just generally you don't expect to see. Bat does have the advantage in this matchup, but not to that extent, and Dendi just, I guess, catching this Clockwork of MSS by surprise.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people are
wondering.
He
had 10 stick charges, never got to use them.
And a lot of people are going to be wondering and want to know. This is the game being played on US East server, so this is the EG preferred server. We're switching back and forth between US East and Europe.
There was a coin flip, and EG won the coin flip, so in total, if it goes 5 games, EG get 3 US East games, Na'Vi, well, they get 2 European West games.
Yeah, so far both teams winning the games on their home server, but we won't talk too much about that, just to let everyone on the chat know exactly what's going on. Na'Vi, for now, though, they get 2 kills to start things off, including a Dendi solo kill in the mid lane. That's probably the bigger kills in some ways, but also shutting down this EG offensive challenge is a fantastic start for Na'Vi.
And for Na'Vi, if they have a good start, you throw in Haunt and you throw in Track, and EG are really going to have to play some group-up Dota to avoid getting picked off. And I think they're worried about Funnick's start. Even though he's not winning the lane by any means, he's still getting decent levels in the offlane. Denied a lot, but that's to be expected. Fear's picked up Dust. He's rotated bottom, so they've effectively abandoned the tri-lane. They're going to give away some farm to Spectre for Demon. He hasn't farmed well so far, but now he'll catch up. And rotating this Naga bottom, you really want to get some kills on that offlane Bounty Hunter. Yeah,
this will give Demon free farm at top, as well as the Na'Vi supports will be able to just pull and stack for days. Arrow comes flying in, but this is not going to do a whole lot. Actually, it stops the pull happening. Na'Vi were looking for a little pull through of the big camp, so that gets denied, which is actually going to help out this EG dual lane a little bit.
Yeah, nicely done by Universe. And the lane will push. It's actually going to be quite a bit of experience, but they'll go for round 2 of the pull, and this one will come through. So it's only a few creeps, not the end of the world. As for mid lane, with Dendi getting that solo kill, and now should have boots as well as bottle. In fact, has a clarity and the bottle. Just needs to use the clarity here, and well, he'll regen right back up. The 4-minute rune is going to be big for him, and already I imagine we'll see Fear looking to try and secure that. But going for the double pull first, it's just up to MSS making a race for the top rune. Is he going to find it? He's got to be careful here.
He's zoning out MSS more than anything.
If MSS fights here, it is a level 3 battery assault, but rune actually spawned bottom. It's a double damage. It goes to Funnick. I think Fear saw him. Well, they know the rune's bottom, so Fear should be running the hell away.
Yeah, Fear knows this. MSS at mid, still getting zoned back here. Denny's going for another kill, it looks like. Okay, force back.
Or napalm.
Not enough creeps to support him, unfortunately.
Fear actually passed the dust off to Jo, so he has to be really careful in the jungle, because he has no way to deal with that bounty hunter.
Funnick right now just wants his level 6, because like you say, once he gets level 6, Spectre will have probably his level 6 shortly after, and then we can look at Demon haunting around, getting some track kills with the help of the bounty hunter.
So 5 minutes in, Na'Vi with a 2-kill lead, but in terms of farm, it's EG who are ahead right now. Oh, Funnick, he's tracking Fear. Fear, He hasn't expected this level of patience. Funnick already with the boots up. He doesn't have any points. Or sorry, he's actually got 2 in the Shuriken Toss. He could turn around on Fear. Fear's going to have to kite him here. No, he just drops. He's going to melt and gets blown up. Great turnaround from EG. That was the key was that Jo immediately ran right to that full camp. Joins Fear and helps him out.
And with Phase Boots, Bounty Hunter was never going to get out of that one alive because Jo can just keep up, make sure he gets the dust off, and from there, well, there's no way out for the Bounty Hunter. So nicely played by EG. And like you say, EG are leading on the farm a little bit here. So they're actually doing okay here in the early game. Puppy's gone back into the jungle to start farming some neutrals using Frostbite. This will just help him get his boots as well as some levels and also leave basically solo experience for Kuroki with the pool camps as well as solo experience and farm for Demon on the Spectre.
Yeah, Demon isn't getting good farm, but he's getting the levels. And ultimately, when you run a track lineup
middle lane,
a Spectre, that's the key thing. Dendy dropping low, MSS throwing out the rocket. Does he have hook shot? No, already used it. And Dendy is going to escape.
Okay, so Dendy gets out. He's got his bottle, so he's not even going to go back home. He's just going to use his Tangos, Clarity, bottle charges, and even continue to bottle Crow here. 6-minute rune is coming, and MSS is hoping to get at the top lane.
Yeah, Puppy, as you mentioned, stacking the jungle, getting a lot of creeps ready for Dendy to come clear with Firefly. That'll help secure his blink quicker. Yep. The rune is going to spawn top, though, and it's an invis.
Yeah.
And this is Q for MSS to try and go top. Right after 6 minutes, wards will be despawning. He's going to hide behind some trees. He pops the invis. They're going right for this top lane. Kuroki is the ideal target here, but, well, maybe if you catch Demon and you hit an arrow follow-up before he's able to dagger out of the cogs, you can kill him too.
Yeah, but a much harder kill. And it looks like Na'Vi, no. They're already backing off to their tier 1 tower. Dendy's called it. He says, hey, look, rune spawned. Clockwork got it, and he's nowhere to be seen. And that's 2 runes in a row going the way of EG. Sure, the rune before Bounty Hunter picked up, but they really wanted it top for the solo mid-bat.
Well, Ultimate gets thrown out bottom lane. The neck comes in. Funnick. They caught him out with the dust and easily kill him off. That's quite a few deaths for Funnick. And for Bounty Hunter, he doesn't need the gold, but it's more just giving up all this experience to EG, who are running dual lanes and not really being punished for it. In fact, the adjustment to dual lanes has worked out great for them.
Yeah, I think Crystal Maiden Puppy spending a lot of time in the jungle, not really looking to go for kills or zone out top, or even go for a smoke gank mid. Clockwork is a very gankable hero. You have got Cogs and Hookshot, but even so, with a Crystal Maiden line rotation, that should be an easy kill.
MSS did make a move through the enemy jungle. I believe he saw that this camp was stacked, so they maybe they look to contest some of these jungle camps when Dendy goes to farm them. But for the time being, Dendy just sitting mid. He's consistently bottle crowing. Not even really too worried about getting the runes. Like, he'll go for them, but it's not a priority for him to get them.
Yeah, and I like this lane ward from Na'Vi. They do scout out across the river in the middle lane, so if there's any sort of TP rotations to help look to kill off Dendy, he should spot them unless it's a smoke rotation.
EG still running the dual lane top. They're going to go in on Universe, but actually Fog lifts him up, throws Kuroki back. Will dodge away from an arrow here. It forces out a TP reaction from MSS. Could he hit a good hook shot? After TPing like that, well, it is nighttime. They don't know he's here yet. They're going to find out quite soon as Dendy begins to push the middle lane. And now the Dire Creeps have spotted him, so MSS, the jig is up, and he's just going to go farm them instead.
Yeah, this is not good news for EG when this Roman Clockwork isn't succeeding. We'll have to see if Funny can have much better luck. He's still not level 60 on his Bounty Hunter, so that I guess, is the saving grace for EG. They know that Bounty Hunter can't really offer a whole lot to Na'Vi until he does find that next level, and, well, EG at bottom lane, they actually used another dust there. I think they went for a third kill.
Out MSS here, but the arrow comes through. It's going to connect on Kuroki. MSS low, but he hooks his way in. He says, you're coming with me, Bubba. And he's going to start to bring them down to level 3 battery. So doing a lot of heavy lifting. Denny's got to finish off this clock. He doesn't do it. Yes, now in the end, Kuroki brings him down. That's 2 dead. It's Dendy flying high, the finger of death. The first rune that Dendy has secured, it's a haste, and it leads to 3 kills going their way. And on top of that, your Spectre ends up finishing off the Rubik with the dagger. Yep. Nicely done.
He even ultied in for that one. So that was 4 kills going Na'Vi's way at the top lane. Dendy's first rotation is so good, so efficient. This guy knows when to gank. Like, he'll stay mid, farming away. It looks like he's not really doing a whole lot, but when he does rotate, he makes a lot happen for Na'Vi. Whereas MSS, he rotated a couple times, didn't really succeed a whole lot, and it just goes to show Dendy's experience just recognizing those openings.
Yeah, that's the idea. It was also very fortuitous. Had a haste rune. They're diving his tier 1. Perfect opportunity to go for the kills. And Denny patiently waiting for it. It comes to him. And now he's got a blink dagger. So with track now online for Funnick, with Haunt, well, it's available now, although it is cooling down. It's going to take a minute. Once that next blink is up, once the next Haunt is up, you'll see Na'Vi start to go for kills. And heck, Finger of Death, it'll be up in a minute and a half. So Na'Vi, very easy for them to find these pickoffs. For EG, they'll really need to be quick on the reactions and just anticipate Na'Vi's movements. A lot easier said than done.
Yeah, MSS is going to be the key play. He needs to be finding the Lion in almost all of these fights that have been coming in the next 5-10 minutes, because line is going to be the key here just to shut down, it feels like, with the level 6, almost level 7 already.
They have been getting consistent freeform on Jo, who went for the very early Morbid Mask. Normally this goes into a Vlad's, but we'll have to see if he maybe picks up a Helm to dominate. Dust out Funnick again. There's your net. And then the slow, but he just quickly TP's out. Will there be a bash? No bash.
Okay.
Good effort by Jo, though. No Son of the Siren on Fear, or they could have gotten that kill.
He TP'd home. That was one of those like panic double-click TPs when he could have maybe TP'd to a lane instead. But
Ooh, arrow just off the mark mid.
And Funnick's level 7, so he's going to start looking to rotate around, set up kills. Going for the Max Shuriken build, so he's got the damage output even if he doesn't have
This is the build you want when you're off lane against the dual lane and your lineup is all about ganking.
Yes.
Like if you see if we see him like in a 1v1 against the Clockwork or Elder Titan, then maybe you level up Janata a bit more, but this is the best build for this game.
Kuroki swung in middle lane, but gets spotted out by an EG Observer Ward. So not going to. It doesn't look like he shouldn't be able to achieve too much with this rotation. And Fogged is sitting behind MSS, so MSS is just straight up baiting right now.
Yeah, both teams have their supports hanging around mid, hoping for an opportunity to go.
And they're trying to bait Dendy to go in, because Dendy's got the Blink Dagger, and EG know it.
Yeah, they're hoping that he jumps, but Dendy says, you know what, I'm going to go start farming towards my Force Staff, and with some big jungle camps, he might even be able to get a stack off on this one before... Nope, the Ogre's just a bit too slow.
Bit too slow and clunky, but all in all, Na'Vi, really good stuff. And Funnick at bottom. Here comes your Spectre ulti. They want
There's
Jo.
a level 4 Shuriken as well. Jo's dropping fast, but they need to actually nuke him down. They do kill him off. Now Fear could be in trouble. He's tracked up with another TP. It's no, it's your Mirana jumping in. Starfall off the mark from Universe. Arrow not being thrown yet, and now I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Funnick calmly dodges it. Really hard to hit an arrow when they're that far away.
Yeah, even if he instantly arrowed there, Na'Vi should have been able to easily dodge it. They had the track movement speed and everything.
There's still no Saw in here. Fogged is waiting, but there's no detection. He might get a couple additional kills. Shuriken toss. One more right click. They're helpless to do anything against him. Finally, Funnick may go down. He doesn't have a magic stick here. He's got another Shackle just going to Shadow Walk. Rocket, not enough damage. Nothing going their way. Oh my goodness. This is just awful luck for EG. And also just great movement from Na'Vi. Kuroki will get caught. He's got an Impale. He's got a Hex here. Already the hook's been used. He can just Hex him and look to run away. Is there a Rocket? He's got stick charges, but it's only a level 1 Rocket. It won't be enough. Now Dendy. He's found Jo, who just died. He's coming right back, man, and he might die again. Dispersion, as well as the Desolate, doing all the damage he needs. Actually only has Desolate, and it's max. And that will be yet another kill. Na'Vi, this snowball just keeps on rolling.
Yeah, game 1 was not a good showing from Na'Vi, but these next 2 games have just been some great coordination and teamwork. Even with the stand-in Demon, everyone is just playing in sync right now, and Dendy getting close to a 4-staff. Demon with phase drums up early, coming to all these fights. EG in trouble again, and this is game number 3 of this best of 5. Yeah,
already, you look at the graphs, and they tell a grim tale for the EG fans out there. Team America trailing by 3,000 gold, 7,500 experience at 13 minutes. I cannot stress enough how disastrous that experience deficit is. The towers, that's one thing. Or the gold, rather. Maybe you catch up, get a few tower kills, turn the game around, but being down this much experience, Dendy's already level 11, and he almost has a 4-staff. This is very, very scary for EG.
Yeah, and then EG sort of, like, their playmaker, the Clockwork, is level 7. This is a hero who you want to be having level 9, level 10 at this point with multiple points in the Rocket Flare. He's just going to smoke up by himself, and this really needs to see some results. They need something out of this.
Yeah, Fear's probably saying, you need to go find a kill for us, buddy, because we're in trouble right now, and we'll see if he's able to. But right now, it's Na'Vi just sitting back, farming the Dendy 4-staff. In fact, it's already up. They're going to smoke Kuroki. He's got that Finger of Death online again.
Doing?
He runs into the enemy jungle all by his lonesome, wanted to make a play, but ends up just giving away a kill. Fortunately, not a track kill, but that's your solo mid. That just can't be happening.
Smoked up by himself, just goes for a roam through enemy jungle. Na'Vi just there waiting for him, and they're not done. Puppey going to walk into multiple heroes. There's a Song of the Siren here, which may need to be used here. Kuroki, Impale.
Stolen by Fogged. It's it's not the best spell, just a level 1 Frostbite. Now they go in on Fear. Quickly, Demon cleans him up with the drums already online. He could end up getting 2, 3 kills in this fight. Fogged in trouble. Haunt in. He's looking for more. Fogg's going to melt. One more right click. Can he find Universe as well? He's actually backing off, but I think he could be going in here because Dendy's coming in right now. Teleport comes in. Blink, Force, and Lasso all available. No, sorry, Lasso not available, but he's got everything else.
The dagger's going to slow Universe so much here.
He's got his ultimate, though. Moonlight Shadow, no, a hook.
Nice
turn around, but Demon, you can just easily Spectral Dagger out of the cogs. Completely fine. And
Dendy still wants to go in. Dendy? He's got a lot of duration left on this Firefly. He's trying to slow down these heroes. EG is so far avoiding him, though.
Yeah, they're they're going to get off the track here on Universe, I think. No, barely out of range. Now Dendy Still on the run. They get off the
Arrow,
track, and, well, that should be the end for Dendy. Something stolen by Fong. It's a flame break, but he blinks away to safety.
This guy just controls his aggression so well there. He was just going past enemy lines there with Firefly and never really was in too much danger of going down. Funnick now, he's going to find Fogden. Fog, Sentry.
He drops a Sentry, and he has a very unwelcome surprise waiting for him. Can Fog steal something good?
Oh, he
tries to flame break him up on the cliff. Great attempt there, but it's not enough. And with the phase boots damage, Funnick is just going to melt him. One more right click. Track was stolen, but immediately gets killed off.
That was really cute from Fog. If he gets that lift into flame break to the hip, onto the cliff, that would have been great. They smoke up, but Funnick, man, you can't smoke when you're tracked, and EG will spot this one out.
I don't know if he realized the track got stolen. He's probably he saw gold in his eyes. That's just those dollar bill signs. But he'll throw out a track now on Jo. Everybody's visible.
Yeah.
And already there's a gem on Dendy. Against this Mirana ult, he does not want to be bamboozled again. And, well, with this gem, it's going to be a lot harder for the escapes from EG to come out.
They saw Universe there. They were hoping to maybe go on him with a Hex into an Impale, but not quite enough damage without the Finger of Death. And Na'Vi, 13 kills to 5. This gold lead up to 5k, but more impressively, the experience lead getting up to 10k all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're just looking at the levels for a lot of these heroes. Yeah. Initiation on from Dendy. He's going to catch out MSS in the middle lane. Now lassos him, pulls him back in. The Impale comes through. The arrow doesn't connect to the end. Funnick is isolated in the cogs. He gets up a track on MSS. He'll end up going down, but in the end, they end up killing off 2 on the side of EG. The question is, does this Haunt get more? No, Demon just a little bit reluctant to commit to these fights. I think he had 2 kills there, to be honest.
EG have numbers. It looks like no buyback even being used that one. They're just starting to respawn.
They just lost the one. Oh, boy.
Easy peasy. So EG do lose a second hero, and Na'Vi.
The support Lion is doing a lot of... He's level 10, gods.
Dendy still wants to go through the enemy jungle here. He doesn't have Lasso, doesn't have a Spectre ulti, but he's like, okay, we got this, guys.
Oh, in comes your Hex initiation. And Impale only catches one, but that's an instant kill. This will be Jo next if he's not really careful. He wants to go back in on Kuroki, but Dendy kills him off. Double kill for him. Now a Frostbite, MSS burning to death in the flames. One more nuke will be the death of MSS. Demon, head full of steam, straight onto Fog. Another Impale from Kuroki. Another kill from him. And they might get Fog, too. There's a Flame Break. No, just short on the mana. In comes your arrow. Once again, dodge. Funnick diving deep for this. He's got a track. Nova finishes the kill. Even going for Universe? No way. Universe the one who gets out.
They get the dagger. Demon decides, we're not diving that far. I'm going top. He might
not have that 14-minute radius, but this is going to be damn fast.
Yeah, he did go for the drums here, which slows things down a bit, but he's been involved in so many of these fights. Bounty Hunter isn't done, catches out the Mirana, another track kill going Navi's way, and now they want Fear as well. Dusted up is Funnick.
Universe was just tracked. Like, that's just, well, I don't know. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, like you said, they might lose Funnick. This will be a decent turnaround, but he throws out the track. Ain't going to matter. Gets bashed, ends up going down. Universe was tracked, so I don't really know why he was running around here. I guess he figured there's no way Funnick can dive me here, but Funnick was happy to dive him there.
Yeah, and Demon back to farming 3k gold to his name almost, and well, with that, we're looking at maybe something like a 22, 23-minute Radiance, which is perfectly fine, and EG will just melt to that Radiance burn damage if they don't have any sort of items up themselves. They've got just the Vlad's on the Troll. Other than that, where are the items for this team? They've got absolutely nothing.
Well, they honestly, I feel the only way they can get back in this game is stealing track and using it repeatedly for kills. Like, that's how far behind they are at this point. And not just in gold, but they need those kills to catch up in experience.
MSS 0 and 5, and this is really where EG didn't get enough out of. Their solo mid is
another Blink Lasso initiation from Dendy. Straight down the middle lane he goes. He catches out Fog, tracked right before death. I believe they just got the gold for that as well. Jo trying to go to work here, but just not enough damage to bring anyone down.
Oh, Dendy's got a gem, gets arrowed.
Oh, arrow and hook. They are going to catch him out, end the kill streak. They don't even realize there's a gem there, or they don't want it yet. They want to try and go for more kills. But track gets thrown out on Fear. Okay. That's a big turn of events.
That's a big kill for EG. That arrow landing is the biggest play that EG have done this game. Universe finding an arrow, kills off Dendy, ruins his 7 kill streak, as well as taking the gem from Na'Vi, which is going to be on cooldown for a while. They've got track, but they really want the gem just for the map control, as well as making sure they have vision of any invis heroes in the Moonlight Shadow.
At the same time, though, there's an Impale that comes out mid lane. There's a Finger of Death available for Kuroki. Notice the positioning. Hiding deep behind the tower. The song comes out from Fear. He says, I think we need to run. No, he comes back in. They're not ready for this Finger of Death. Where is it from Kuroki? Nothing yet. He throws it out now. Then he gets the kill. Jo gets caught out. MS says, impaled up. This should be another track kill. Oh, Shuriken, not quite enough. Yes, it is. They get it. But was track stolen? No, it's an Impale. Stolen by Fong, but just not enough damage to bring him down. And they actually, some Spectre died in the middle of all that chaos.
Yeah,
so
the
that's
sleep
the big
arrow
there.
Yeah, the sleep arrow kills the Spectre there. So EG They're going to be okay with that, but at the same time, I think looking at like the net gold earned from that fight, I still think Na'Vi get more in
They
total.
got 2 track kills, I think,
Yeah,
so...
2 track kills for a Spectre, and I guess the Bat Rider came before, but even so, EG kill off the 2 big Na'Vi heroes, but they still lose a lot to get it.
I mean, we've been talking about Radiance, but he can definitely just go straight into Diffusal Blade, straight into like a Yasha Vitality booster. They still have a great late game, even without him rushing for a big farming item. But
yeah.
I think with this kind of a start and the map control they have, and just the squishiness of EG supports, you go Radiance, and everybody from EG will lose a good quarter of their health just from the Radiance burn.
All these kills, as well as track kills at that, have given Na'Vi support so much. They're higher level than everyone on the EG side, except the Troll. Troll's the same level as the Lion, and then Puppey level 10 is 1 level behind. Apart from that, all of EG are level 9 or below. There's a huge level difference, not to mention the Lion, point booster, 1,500 gold. Puppey's got himself, I believe, he just bought something with like 1k gold. Okay, Puppey's going for a Veil of Discord.
On Crystal Maiden.
Okay. Normally, like a Crystal Maiden, you're thinking, let's just tank up, or if you don't tank up, you're going for a 4-staff, but he's going straight Veil.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, this is a lot of HP for him, and the armor's going to be decent as well. You're up against Riptide, this helps negate it, and just the right clicks from the Troll.
There's no BKBs to deal with the magic damage for a long, long time, so the Veil's actually a nice pickup if you can get it early, and he sure
Imagine a Veil into a Lion Finger of Death. That might even just be the Troll dying instantly from full health.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, that Veil's going to be up very soon.
And even scarier is Funnick ain't far off of his level 3 track.
Yeah. Puppey says he just wants to farm. Back into the jungle he goes. Wants to finish that Veil. Dendy himself, he's working on a BKB it looks like, and he does need the BKB against this kind of a lineup, but... Well.
Yeah, the BKB is like just kind of your stable pickup here. You can be hooked and maybe netted, but still, there's so many other ways to control him that you don't want to have to worry about. We've been talking a whole lot about Na'Vi, and, well, they're the ones making all the plays. They're the ones thoroughly in control of this game, but as for EG not tapping out, they obviously want to fight on. So, gods, what's their plan for a comeback besides stealing track? Because that's all I can think of right now.
They need more fights like the last one there. I guess they have to kind of try and anticipate where Na'Vi are going to look for kills and then use that song as a counter initiation into an arrow. The song arrow is their big kind of just great initiation tool, which they can use to either kill off Dendy or the Spectre. They can't use the song arrow to kill for support. They have to be killing key heroes. While they use a song arrow on like one of the Spectre or the Bat Rider, meanwhile Clockwork has to be isolating the Lion and taking out Karaki.
Killing this courier with a Sacred Relic would be big, but alright, Demon's going to redirect it. That would have been bad to just send it directly across the map. And he won't do so. And Dendy, BKB is almost up. You were mentioning it earlier. He's got his Mithril Hammer very close to completing it. So for Na'Vi, they'll farm these next few core items. With this early advantage, they can just sit back and angle now for late game. So pressure's on EG.
Yeah. At the same time, that Na'Vi's late game with like Crystal Main support is not the best, but I still think EG, that you can see they're in a desperate position. They just want to 5-man down mid and try and force a fight, even though they're behind by such a big margin.
They're also just tired of getting picked off. Getting picked off by Krogi, getting picked off by Dendy. There's your Blink Lasso initiation. They prep with a track. It is onto Jo. There's no arrow just yet, and for the meantime, while it comes in, it's going to hit Puppey, not Dendy. Not the ideal hero. The sleep was ended a bit early. Now they quickly blow up Fog with a track, and now Demon joins the fight. Who do they focus here first? They're going on to Jo. Jo's going to melt. Without him, they have no real damage. The track on the MSS. A few more right clicks. He should be falling. That's 4 dead. His corpse leaves the map, but he'll go down regardless. It's a team wipe. Na'Vi 28-11. It's got to be close to a 20k gold lead after that. Over 20k experience lead. EG, they're almost out.
Yeah, Na'Vi can go into Roshan. They just may push out some of these lanes. That's, I believe, Radiant's coming out for Demon. So there's your Radiance and Spectre, and he's going to have good gold on top of that.
By the way, they have 4,200 gold on Funnick. So, okay.
Desolator, BKB
and
is
they
the
have
safe way.
an Aghanims on Kuroki.
Yeah. I love it.
This is a ridiculous upgrade on Lion.
At the same time, your mana pool struggles. Like,
yeah.
You really...
Well, he's got Crystal Maiden aura, but even so, it's a huge ally of mana. But I imagine for Kuroki, it's like, use your Finger of Death twice in a fight, go heal, job was done.
Yeah. Well, Funnick Desolator it is. He says, screw BKB. We're going to play some manly Russian Dota right now. And his damage, his burst damage when he finds someone, he can just straight up solo kill most of these heroes. Mirana, 1k HP. Rubik, 800 HP. Nagasaran, just 1k HP. If he gets a nice initiation on these heroes on his own with a Desolator, he just kills them.
Yeah, and that forces EG to 5-man. And while they're doing that, Na'Vi are going Roche. They're getting more and more items. And Demon with an Aegis,
Yeah.
I don't think they can kill him once unless he gets caught by all 5. But
And Dendi also reclaimed his gem, which is really important for Na'Vi, having the gem again. I say important as if they were behind, but it just gives them
it
another
secures
reason
more
to...
of an advantage.
Yeah. Absolutely. They'll get the Roshan now. EG, I think, grouped up in just desperation here at the top lane.
This could very well be the last fight.
They don't even have Clockwork.
Has he stolen a lasso here? No, he's stolen Firefly. There's a net coming onto Dendi, but now already the Finger of Death just instantly kills off Fogged on the Rubik. Now Jo caught out, hexed up, and he should melt. One more right click. Down he'll go. Puppey dropping the big ultimate. It hits too. GG indeed.
Na'Vi get themselves a 2-1 advantage, and in pretty decisive fashion here, I've got to say.
Gods, that was a beatdown. That was just... They lost their tri-lane to Spectre, Crystal Maiden, Lion. That first engagement, just like... I feel like that almost just decided the game. That and the solo kill that MSS gave up to Dendi.
Yeah, you just cannot afford to do that on a play. To give it, yeah, a player like Dendi getting a solo kill and then that one rotation top. Dendi looked like a true solo mid player controlling the game. MSS, he just got clowned upon. Like, this guy's been playing fantastic in the last couple of days for EG, but today he's just getting outclassed by Dendi in mid.
It's tough. A lot of people do. And well, MSS, he's had some great performances for us so far in WePlay, but maybe they just need to give him a little more help. Don't leave him on an island versus Dendi, or get him like a more advantageous matchup rather than Clockwork versus Bat, which is
the other big problem for EG is their offensive tri lane fell apart. They didn't get the first. If they get the first blood, they can stick with the offensive trial, and they don't have to rotate Fear bottom. Maybe things go a bit different, but Demon has a stand-in, man. Dota Demon. Demon Dota. Hashtag dedication. Hashtag
Na'Vi.
Demon Army.
Hashtag Na'Vi Demon.
Hashtag
It's working.
Hashtag EG Slayer, not the first time.
Oh, boy. EG. They got to have their backs up after this. Demon, is he going to beat EG with his new team, Na'Vi? Well, we'll find out soon, gods, but it's looking pretty good.
Yep.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a very quick break here. Game 3 in the books. Na'Vi 1 win away from moving on to the playoffs. Who's going to be that final team into the Final Four? We'll find out soon. The winner of this best of 5 moves on to play Team Empire. Stay tuned.